This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with Eddie Edwards of the System. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it, and in our main event, it's knockouts action as Savannah Evans goes one-on-one with Maggie Lee. But first, it's From the Vault, presented by TNA+. Xplosion starts now.
Trying to get Moose up.
Can he?
He's laying him on this ladder, a makeshift table, if you will.
The construct that Moose created.
Yes.
So hoisted by his own petard. Hoisted by, you know what I'm trying to say. Hashtag Turning Point now trending. We thank you all so very much. Number 6 worldwide.
In the world.
Nice.
Wow. Thank you, Impact Faithful. That's all I got to say right there. Trending number 6 on the planet. Now, Eddie climbing up the other side of this ladder. Moose is down prone on the ladder. And Eddie's climbing it. It's just, you can bet he's got full intent.
Moose is going to wait around to find out. Moose is going up the thicker side of the ladder as well. It's going to support Moose's weight.
Now, Eddie's got higher ground right now, but Moose is cutting that down.
Good point. Thumbs in the eyes.
Now Moose has the higher ground. Advantage Moose.
These great shots.
Oh no. Oh no. They're going to come out on top of us. They're coming out on top of us. Oh, what is going on?
Look at Eddie.
Eddie lowering his angle. Thumbs in the eyes.
Thumbs in the eyes.
Thumbs in the eyes. Head on the top of the ladder.
Again.
Both men are hurting right now. Neither can really take advantage of the situation. Now Eddie up higher. Uh-oh.
Where's he gonna?
No. No. Oh, God!
One more time,
Let's look at this again, and it's a sunset flip power bomb. And look at the ladder crumble under the force and pressure.
Look here, look here, look here, look at Eddie, look at Eddie.
Cover!
Referee's there. No, under a canopy of steel, Moose kicks out.
My goodness. And if you notice, Eddie's leg got tangled up in that ladder as well. Let's get a different angle on this powerbomb off the top of the ladder here. Here it is, and you see Eddie Edwards. Watch Eddie Edwards' leg.
Yeah, good point. Edwards is up.
Edwards,
gingerly.
but you can see the way he's moving. That leg is not 100%. Moose is nowhere near 100%.
With bated breath, the Impact Faithful await what is next from the mind of Eddie Edwards.
There's a hush over the crowd. You called it. They're sitting back watching. And where's Eddie's got a steel chain.
That's been prepped. Look at that.
Yeah.
The tape on the end.
And Moose has not really moved in the last minute or so while Eddie's gone out and got the chain.
So what's Eddie gonna do? Eddie has a plan.
He's wrapping it around the knee.
This is brilliant.
This
brilliant.
And the tape.
This will be a knee party with the chain, like a snow tire.
Yeah, if he tapes that on, it's exactly what this is, a snow tread.
He has thought about this. Eddie Edwards laid awake at night, stared at the ceiling and said, what can I do? And this is what he came up with.
This is it. If Eddie can connect with this knee party.
Here we go.
Here it goes.
A steel chain around the knee. The colonists are rising. The tea is in the harbor. Knee party coming. Independence for all. Let the revolution begin.
Oh, no. Moose catches Eddie.
Moose may have saved his title right there.
Now.
Catch.
Uranagi with force.
Hard. And if that chain is wrapped around the back of the knee there, that couldn't feel too good.
Now Moose is creating distance, but Moose is up. Moose is up. He's in the corner, but he is up. Eddie Edwards is down and in trouble. And
Slithering.
Can Moose take advantage of this moment in time right here, right now?
He's got to be looking for spear, right?
Oh, yes, I would have to think so. You go for the kill shot right now. Yes, you can see Moose setting it up.
Here we go, here we go. Oh, great catch there.
Oh,
Eddie Edwards caught him. Right now he's burying the knees. Moose might be out. What a great counter by Eddie Edwards to the spear.
Uh-oh, double underhook here. Another knee strike. Can we get Tiger Driver?
Tiger.
Yes, Tiger Driver. Now, Eddie's creating space. Here comes the knee party. Here
Eddie
it comes.
Edwards was able to counter the spear. And now the fans in attendance here, many on their feet. Eddie Edwards waiting. No, Moose again caught him. Bounced him off the ladder.
Knee party. Cover.
Cover.
Got him. Oh, what a sequence there.
Eddie Edwards said he'd pull out all the stops.
Let's take a look at that again. Powerbomb into the ladder. Eddie spring right up into the knee party. Didn't catch all of it, but got enough for a 2 count.
Back to the live action now here. Eddie Edwards, chain around his knee. Moose stirs. How much more is left? It tells you exactly how important the Impact World title is across the wrestling landscape.
Look at Eddie right now. Both guys creating distance. The toll that is taken on both their bodies is immeasurable at this moment. This is a match that takes years off your career.
Moose looking. There's a familiar face to Eddie Edwards. Will there be a familiar feeling of that across Eddie's face? We're going to find out as Eddie takes the chain off of his knee. That cannot be comfortable.
No, that it was impeding the movement.
Oh, boy, hey, look.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
This is the battle lines are being drawn right now.
These two warriors with nothing between them but an empty space.
And that space is closing down quickly.
Willing themselves up. The champion, the challenger, turning point.
Moose poised to strike. Eddie at the ready.
This is how everything started here.
It's exactly how it started. Man, mano y mano. You give me your best, I'll give you mine.
Does Moose win a stick swinging battle with Eddie Edwards?
Oh, they're just both going at it. Oh! Both made contact at the same time. Both men are down.
Referee Brian Hebner begins his count. And here is how we got there. D'Lo.
And look at this overhead swing right here. Boom! Catching each other on the head. Whoa! 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 What the hell?
Hang on now. Moose came out and assisted W. Morrissey earlier.
Oh!
Yeah, I can listen. Moose has been making promises to Morrissey the entire time.
Yes.
And I don't want to be, controversial here, but Moose has replaced substances in Morrissey's life because those substances used to make promises to Morrissey and they didn't deliver. This is Morrissey protecting his path to becoming a champion. Moose has said, you will get your shot. This is the only way Morrissey can do it.
Oh, look at this. Morrissey setting up Eddie right now. And Moose with that grin. Spear! And
there's Matt Cardona. Referee is hesitant to count. I mean, this is Brian Hebner.
Matt Cardona makes a save.
As he should. Hebner was the referee. Josh Alexander's wife and kid were in the ring. Hebner's been getting a lot of slack here. He was hesitant to count. And now, Cardona, who had an opportunity ripped away via Morrissey and Moose, now is turning his attention to Morrissey. But that allows Morrissey's attention to turn away from what's going on inside the ring.
And right now, Morrissey, Cardona going at it.
But look back into the ring as these two fight. Eddie Edwards has his eyes fixed.
And now, Moose.
Referee's back in the ring. Here we go.
And Moose
nailed him. He nailed him with it. Is this it?
Oh, DDT.
Kobashi DDT.
It's cover.
No. Eddie Edwards pulling out all of the stops. What does Eddie need to do?
And right now, what does Moose need to do? Because Eddie is on a roll at the moment. And both men, you can see the wear and tear of this match.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's for the World's Championship. You're damn right it's worth it. And now, Eddie almost pulling power from the faithful.
What does Eddie Edwards have in mind? Dips out, stumbles, slumps. The bruises. Look at that.
I'm breaking the fourth wall. I'm looking at Eddie's back.
He's got scissors, dude. He's got scissors.
Scissors, you can't. Eddie Edwards is pointing the scissors to his head.
What's he doing? He's cutting off the. He's cutting the canvas. So there are these like bungee cords that pull the canvas,
that hold the canvas down.
Taut. What is going on?
He's cutting these bungee cords.
I mean, listen, I came up doing ring crews, so did you.
I know, and I know what's underneath those.
So yeah, exactly. This is how you break the ring down, and you reveal. It's really just steel and wood.
And now, I don't want to speculate. I don't want to go in the mind of Eddie Edwards right now, but I got an idea where this is going, and this is not good.
Patient. Whatever Eddie's doing, man, this is, again, he's thought about this.
You know what
this
he's
isn't
doing.
just on a whim.
You know what he's doing. He's going to expose the wood. You know what he's going to do.
Anyone out there that has ever said, oh, you know, the ring is soft, or I could do that, look at what we throw ourselves down on. Look what we go crashing down to night after night. The sacrifices that these men and women are willing to go through for this great sport is, it's on display right in front of you.
It's on full display, and right here, this is the most dangerous a ring could be. When the wood is exposed, there is nothing but steel and wood now.
It's so foreign to my eyes to see this. I'm used to seeing it in the setup process, but not during the show.
Not during the event.
There's a fracture. Look at that. That's how hard that is.
And you have to be careful when you're walking on a ring like that, because those boards can shift out the way. Your foot can slide through. You can break an ankle. So this is...
Also, those boards open and close, similar to those kendo sticks.
Yes.
You've done in a ring. Sometimes it like bites the canvas. You trip. How about with no canvas over it?
This is as dangerous as it gets right now.
And of course, Eddie's going to the corner. which we know is
the hardest part of the ring.
Eddie Edwards, ladies and gentlemen, has thought this through. He has thought about this moment right here, and the moment is now. Eddie Edwards.
Tiger driver, no. Moose sits down. Uranagi, no.
Oh, back and forth. Moves that they've hit throughout
Death
the
Valley.
night.
And right now, oh.
Wow. No disqualification.
Yeah.
Little low.
I'm gonna say it. Damn you, Moose. Damn you. Now, Moose sets up Uranagi.
Oh my. Dude, those boards didn't even break. Like, okay, so like physics will tell you when a guy goes through a table, that's the force. Like, the boards didn't break. All the force was absorbed by Eddie Edwards' frame, his body, nothing else. Look at him.
And now, I mean, Moose is up in the corner, and Moose is poised to strike.
I mean, Eddie is going to pull himself up, but this is a mistake. Eddie Edwards, in all of his pride and determination, gave it his all, but it's over.
And now, here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West You've Got to Be Kidding Me Top 5 Trending Topics of the Week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, a huge tag team match was announced last night on Impact by Joe Hendry. This coming Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, live exclusively on TNA Plus in Las Vegas. Hendry teams with the TNA Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich to take on Frankie Kazarian and Tessa Blanchard at TNA Unbreakable. At number 4, speaking of Unbreakable, last night, thanks to the chaos between Sami Callihan and Mance Warner, AJ Francis won his first-round triple threat match and now advances to the final of the TNA International Championship Tournament, which goes down in Las Vegas at Unbreakable. You can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com. At number 3, speaking of tickets, starting this Wednesday, the pre-sale for TNA Plus subscribers only gets started for TNA's upcoming events in Tempe, Arizona, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in June. And the general on-sale starts this coming Friday, the 18th. Again, head to TNAWrestling.com for full details and be a part of TNA in Tempe and Pittsburgh. At number 2, we are, of course, on the road to Rebellion, and it was announced last night on Impact that on Sunday, April 27th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus, on the campus of USC in Los Angeles, one more time, Mike Santana will battle Mustafa Ali at Rebellion. And at number 1, the idea was proposed by the Death Machine last night on Impact, and it's official. This coming Thursday, live on TNA Plus in Las Vegas, Sami Callihan faces Mance Warner in Barbed Wire Massacre. For the first time in 3 years, this hellacious match is back in TNA Wrestling at Unbreakable. Still to come, we've got knockouts action on tap as the powerhouse Savannah Evans goes one-on-one with the relative newcomer, Maggie Lee. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring The System's Eddie Edwards. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the Ring. As always, I'm your host, Gia Miller, and today I'm sitting down with Eddie Edwards. Eddie, thank you so much for joining me
Oh,
today.
it's a pleasure. I've been dying to be on this. I've been asking you week after week, get me on Around the Ring.
Oh, I know.
God, it's been too long.
It's a very prestigious position.
I
So,
know.
of course, I have to have the locker room leader on. You know it. I've had your wife twice,
Oh,
but
well, of
it's
course.
finally your turn.
Here I am.
Finally
I
your
got the
turn.
call. Up to the big leagues.
Yep.
I'm here.
You're above the ring now.
Above the ring.
You're above the ring. This isn't Around the Ring anymore. It's above
That's
the ring.
right.
Listen.
That's right.
we could talk about your very prestigious wrestling career all day, but we don't do that on this show. We don't talk about wrestling on this show. Actually, I'm here for some advice. Cause like,
What you got?
I've been doing a lot more traveling lately. I need some TV show suggestions, and I
okay.
hear you've got really good taste. According to Lish, you've got really good taste.
Come on. She's got the great taste. She got me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Anyway, what are you watching
TV
right
show.
now?
Well, I just finished Reacher on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
That's a good one with the dude from Blue Mountain State, which is also a fantastic show. And they're rebooting it.
The two totally polar opposite characters.
And he weighs about 60 pounds heavier now. I don't know how that happened.
He's a man.
We don't know how that happened.
We need to get him in wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Lish, I'm sure, as you know, we watch Chicago Fire and Chicago PD is a good one. And me and Lish, we have shows that we watch together, and then I get shows that I watch by myself because she'll fall asleep, and I just have to pick my own things and stuff when I travel.
And you know what? I respect that you don't just continue the show that y'all watch together.
You know,
you have something for yourself.
If she falls asleep, I'll usually finish the episode.
Sure.
If it's really good, I might go to the next episode and then rewatch and pretend I never watched it. Yeah. You just can't let her know.
But there's at least some decorum there.
Yes.
You were like, whoa, I didn't expect this to happen.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah, and I respect that, Eddie.
Yes. She's big into Found right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hit or miss with me. I'll be on my phone or playing my Switch during that.
Your
my Switch time. Yeah.
What do you play on the Switch? I'm a Switch person.
Oh, the Batman games.
I've got the Arkham games too.
Oh yeah. And I'm not a big video game guy. I couldn't tell you the last time I played a video game before Lish got me the Switch. And I love it. It's very relaxing. I take some time. It's like me time. Yeah. The kids asleep, the wife's asleep. I'm gonna hang out and play my Switch. So I've been
it's
doing
great for travel.
Yes.
It's very portable.
Red Dead Redemption.
I have that too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
wow.
are we
Switchies?
We're
switchies?
finding a connection here.
Whoa.
This is incredible.
What a historic round above the ring.
Above the ring.
But yeah, it is great for travel. Stop trying your hands.
I know. It's like, guys, we're trying to shoot here.
This is the famous around the ring. God.
They don't understand. They don't understand. It's just you and I.
Okay,
here.
all right. Focus. Okay, got it. Get out of here. All right.
The Switch.
Okay, Switch. What do you have any games that I should play?
Well, I actually just picked up the Assassin's Creed games.
Oh, I've seen that. And of course, I've heard it.
And if you like the Batman games, I think there are some bits and pieces that are similar, and I like that. And there's like a lot of puzzle solving.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other. Now, my main game, I don't necessarily think you would be interested in.
What is it, Barbie's Playland or something?
No, it's Bratz Designer. No. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. I play a lot of Animal Crossing, and I play a lot of Princess Peach Showtime.
Oh, well.
Don't necessarily think you would be interested in those, but
I'll give it a shot.
But I'm so like. This is the magic of Around the Ring.
Who would have thought?
We've been friends for how long?
I know.
And we just found out that we have these games in common. I have some new TV suggestions.
Amazing.
And I respect your taste.
See?
So
I'm great. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I guess I'm saying that Eddie Edwards is great.
2 thumbs up. We did it.
Well,
hey.
This has been a momentous occasion.
It's been a pleasure.
This first one's been great, so you're gonna have to come back. Yep. Yeah. You just booked yourself.
Damn it.
Yeah. You just. I just put the title on you. You got to come back for the next show.
All right, I'll be back.
Eddie, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Hey, a pleasure. Thank you.
Guys, this has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem. We'll get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It. Next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It. Mike Santana's taking this to a whole other level.
Absolutely. He's absolutely unhinged.
Trust the system. Demolish everything that's in our way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Alicia Edwards, representing the System from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 247 pounds, Eddie Edwards. Edwards.
Listen, I believe right now there's a lot of pressure on Eddie Edwards because how unhinged will the rest of the system be, considering they won all their matchups earlier on tonight? If Eddie Edwards loses, Eddie Edwards, the one who called into question the performance of everybody else in the system, held what could have been a public firing within the system last week.
And that's why I believe he did it, because he knows he can live up to that himself. He can lead by example. He can put his money where his mouth is. I love that. I appreciate that confidence from Eddie Edwards.
A lot of pressure on Eddie Edwards and his wife, Alicia, tonight.
And his opponent from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing in at 227 pounds, Bulletproof Steve Macklin.
Now this matchup is a little taste of what we're going to see at TNA Unbreakable, which is 1 week from tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, live exclusively on TNA Plus from the Cox Pavilion in Las Vegas. It'll be the brand new TNA International Championship Tournament. Now, earlier on tonight, we saw the first of 3 triple threat matches go down. AJ Francis got the victory as Sami Callihan and Mance Warner tore each other to shreds. At Unbreakable, the remaining 2 triple threat matches will go down. We're going to see Eric Young, JDC of the system, and Zachary Wentz of the Rascals. Also, Steve Macklin, Eddie Edwards of the system, and Ace Austin in the other triple threat match.
Of course, Unbreakable, the site of the incredible triple threat match between Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and the legendary AJ Styles. We carry that tradition on as we crown a brand new TNA International Champion.
And we celebrate the 20-year anniversary of the match that put TNA Wrestling on the map. The TNA International Championship Tournament will culminate at TNA Unbreakable, so AJ Francis will go on to meet the winner of Macklin, Austin, and Edwards, plus Young, JDC, and Wentz later on that evening in Las Vegas to determine the inaugural TNA International Champion. And think about the first ever champions in the history of this company, TNA Hall of Famers like Kurt Angle and Gail Kim and Team 3D, plus the phenomenal AJ Styles, Sarita, and Taylor Wilde, and the juggernaut Jordan Grace, to name a few. Covered here by Macklin and a kick out by Edwards.
Another chance to start a brand new legacy, a championship legacy here in TNA.
It is very fitting. TNA Wrestling is seen in 175 countries, and it is heard in English, Spanish, and French worldwide. A scud by Macklin, who's eyeing the TNA International Championship, of course, but is also dealing with this situation with Eric Young and the Northern Armory.
Eric Young has found himself embroiled in this tournament for the international title. We could see these two come to blows. Could it all come to a head for Macklin and Young?
And earlier on tonight, it was Eric Young offering Macklin the assistance of the Northern Armory. Macklin was extremely blunt. He told Young, stay out of my business. This is the last time I tell you. Now, Alicia getting involved in the business of Macklin. The referee didn't see it, was checking on Eddie Edwards.
And see, this is exactly, we're having backup, having that army behind you, having those friends could help you out in a situation like this.
Now, Macklin was dealing with Alicia. Eddie Edwards trying to capitalize with a Blue Thunder bomb, and Macklin still in it. A little taste of what we'll see in the TNA International Championship Tournament come TNA Unbreakable next week live in Las Vegas. And Macklin dealing with enemies on multiple fronts. This match continues. We are back here on TNA Impact in the greater Kansas City area, St. Joseph, Missouri. The system has to prove themselves tonight. Eddie Edwards, the last member of the system, in action. Steve Macklin dealing with the specter of Eric Young and the Northern Armory in the back of his mind. But both these men are scheduled to meet in the TNA International Championship Tournament 1 week from tonight, live in Las Vegas at Unbreakable.
History will be made that night, crowning the first ever TNA International Champion.
And speaking of Unbreakable, we have some breaking news. That night at 10 p.m. Eastern, next Thursday, live exclusively on TNA Plus in Vegas.
And a cover here from Edwards, but Macklin stays in it.
Mike Santana and the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, will face Mustafa Ali and Nick and Ryan Nemeth. And on top of that, speaking of Ali and Santana, it's been signed at Rebellion. It's Santana and Ali one more time.
We can finally put the saga to bed. Ali has said he's been looking forward. Can he finally put Santana behind him for good?
As I mentioned, it's both Edwards and Macklin who are a part of the TNA International Championship Tournament come TNA Unbreakable. That will culminate with a final triple threat matchup that night. AJ Francis won earlier on tonight. He's already in it. 2 more triple threat matches to go down at Unbreakable. Macklin, Edwards, and Austin in one match. Young, JDC, and Wentz in the other. Now, whomever does not get pinned in that final triple threat matchup will get a one-on-one opportunity with the inaugural TNA International Champion live in Los Angeles at Rebellion.
So whoever wins that first ever title does not get to rest on their laurels at all.
Oh, backbreaker by Macklin. A tremendous opportunity for both of these men, but this evening we've seen how Alicia Edwards has tried to do her part to prove herself to the system, to her husband, Eddie Edwards.
That's right, the system have all done a great job of proving themselves. Eddie Edwards now living up to his end of the bargain. That's a team, that's a unit that sticks together, the system, a great example. I do wish Steve Macklin would take a look at something like that and maybe, just maybe consider the help, the assistance, the backup that the Northern Armory could indeed give.
Macklin, the former TNA World Champion, the fence press all over Edwards. And speaking of the TNA World Champion, we're still scheduled to hear from Joe Hendry tonight, who will address both Unbreakable and Rebellion. That's still to come on the Olympic Slam. Macklin can't put away Edwards.
Edwards staying in this. He knows what's on the line, to the point you made earlier. He's the one who started this whole challenge to the system, making sure everybody was in, everybody would prove themselves. It is down to Eddie Edwards here to live up to that.
First time Macklin and Edwards have gone one-on-one in this company in 3 years tonight. And now Alicia once again getting involved. Macklin, dealing with Alicia, and that again opened the door for Eddie Edwards.
And again, a prime example of a moment where having someone in your corner, much to the chagrin, much to everything Macklin's been saying to Eric Young, that's where it would come in handy to have someone in your corner.
And Alicia Edwards knows how deeply Eddie Edwards believes in the system. What he was willing to do with Honor No More years ago, he forsaked his own wife at that point in time. Let's not forget about that. He was out to turn this company upside down.
The dedication of Eddie Edwards cannot be questioned. And I think he was tearing at the face of Macklin there.
Referee Daniel Spencer warning Eddie Edwards, risking disqualification, and now it's Macklin going up top to meet Eddie Edwards. Oh, and an Olympic slam over the top turnbuckle.
Good God, Edwards.
And now Macklin charges at Edwards. A battle of 2 former TNA World Champions tonight, and it's lived up to the billing.
Got him lined up here.
Edwards gets caught in the crosshairs.
Macklin is on a roll. He can feel that international championship.
Oh, wait a minute, there's the rest of the system out here to back up Eddie Edwards. Oh, wait a minute, there's Eric Young and the Northern Armory.
But what did you say? Eric Young stopping the Northern Armory from taking another step forward.
Now, the referee's checking on JDC, who's gotten into the ring. Macklin trying to focus on Edwards. Wait for the KIO in the ring. The Boston Knee Party. That system ring. Edwards beats Macklin.
Here is your winner, Eddie Edwards.
You seeing things, Tom? I just see a man victorious. victorious, a man who lived up to his word.
Right there, Ray Walt. He hid the evidence from the referee.
It was after the match. Brian just handed it to him, I'm sure.
But Ray Walt, Eric Young prevented Williams and Icarus of the Northern Armory from helping Steve Macklin.
Contrary to everything Eric Young's been saying to Macklin, but wait a second.
Is this Eric Young's last offer to Steve Macklin to join the Northern Armory?
Tom, every soldier needs an army.
Up next, our main event features Savannah Evans squaring off with Maggie Lee. Don't go anywhere. That match is next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion. It's time for our main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Maggie Lee.
We are ready for action here in St. Joseph, Missouri, the greater Kansas City area, inside the St. Joseph Civic Arena. This is a big night for Maggie Lee.
It is, because she is the newest member of the Knockouts division. We are so excited to have her here in TNA.
Congratulations to Maggie Lee, full-time member of the Knockouts division.
And her opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Savannah Evans.
And Gia, very quickly, it appears Maggie Lee has made an enemy, except I don't know what Maggie Lee ever did to Savannah Evans.
Right, I mean, up until this point, Maggie Lee's just been trying to make a good impression. But last time we saw Maggie Lee on Xplosion against Kelsey Heather, it was her first win on Xplosion, and Savannah Evans had to come out and cut that victory celebration short.
And congratulations to Maggie Lee picking up that very first victory. It felt like Savannah Evans was perhaps lashing out at a newcomer, a little bit frustrated with some of the things that Savannah has dealt with here in TNA recently, coming up short in her bid for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Perhaps she thought she saw vulnerability in Maggie Lee, but I know you've gotten to know Maggie. It's not the case.
Oh no, she is anything but vulnerable. She is a tough cookie, and that's putting it mildly. But I know a thing or two about Savannah Evans as well, and I know she saw fresh meat in Maggie Lee that she couldn't wait to sink her teeth into.
Now Maggie Lee, out of the corner, sunset flip, looking for a cover. Ooh, and a boot there by Savannah Evans. Size and strength advantage to Savannah Evans.
And she's got that frustration. Like you mentioned, Savannah Evans feeling extremely frustrated about her position within the Knockouts division. She feels that other people are getting opportunities that she deserves.
Oh, and a rear view there by Maggie Lee. Great athleticism shown. Here's the cover and a kick out by Evans.
Yeah, it's that athleticism that has really made her shine, not just on the independent scene, but every time we've seen her here on Xplosion. And that's what earned her this contract.
Out going up top, could this be the end of Savannah Evans' night? Oh, and Evans able to track down Lee.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Maggie's in a tough spot right here. Oh!
And down goes Maggie Lee. Savannah Evans taking advantage while Lee had her back turned trying to get set up there.
Uh-oh.
Now Savannah Evans, the powerhouse, crashes into Maggie Lee.
Oh!
Huge heel by Savannah Evans.
Really channeling that frustration and just taking it to Maggie Lee.
Shoulder first right into the midsection.
Oh!
Butterfly suplex there from Savannah Evans. Here's the cover. Isn't enough to put away Maggie Lee in a kick out.
You know, it's no question that Savannah Evans has a lot of power behind her, and she does have a bit of a size advantage, but I've got to point out that Maggie Lee, she's no itty-bitty thing. She's got a lot of power behind her, too.
Oh, big chop by Savannah Evans, and down goes Maggie Lee. There's a cover. On the throat, at least, was going for a choke, perhaps, and the referee, Frank Gastineau, doing the right thing, making sure that Savannah Evans wouldn't go for an illegal choke. Now Savannah Evans trying to slow things down against Maggie Lee.
And Maggie trying to get her chin up underneath there, try to get some air, break free from Savannah Evans' grip.
Elbows right to the midsection, and Lee nearly broke free of Savannah Evans, but ripped down by the hair.
Like I said, she's got some strength of her own.
Now Savannah Evans slowing things down once again here against Maggie Lee. Quick flurry there from Lee.
And the TNA fans, they're getting behind Maggie.
Elbows right to the midsection. Maggie Lee trying to break free of Evans. His open palm strikes and forearm shots, doing anything possible.
Now a former volleyball player. Ooh! Looks like she's spiking the ball right into Savannah Evans' chest. Uh-oh.
From the middle rope. Little kickback action there. Now Maggie Lee. Oh, knee right to the side of the head.
Maggie's got to stay on top.
Put to the inside leg and a kick out. And it appears we have guests here out in the impact zone. There is the personal concierge in one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Heather by Elegance. Ash is still on vacation.
Yeah, and we know exactly why we're here, why they're here, as opposed to last time. We thought that, ooh, they were possibly scouting Danny Luna, but it looks like they've got their eyes on Maggie Lee, and they made it clear they've got plans for the newest knockout.
Oh! Side slam. Cover by Evans on the referee. Deal with the personal concierge.
Oh, God.
Evans could have won the match. Now Maggie Lee driving Evans face first into the canvas. And now Maggie Lee, she was called for this earlier. Evans was able to attack Lee from behind to prevent it. Going all the way up top. Beautiful moonsault by Maggie Lee. Maggie Lee beats Savannah Evans.
Here is your winner, Maggie Lee.
Take another look at this, a gorgeous moonsault and an incredible victory for the newest knockout, Maggie Lee.
But Gia, we had the personal concierge and Heather by Elegance out here. The personal concierge got involved in this, so I have to ask, did the Elegance brand help Maggie Lee win tonight?
It appears that way, but I mean, we're gonna have to tune in and see how this whole thing plays out.
Well, nonetheless, congratulations to Maggie Lee, your winner tonight on Xplosion.